Yeah, 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 yeah. She steps out smooth, got the city on her vibe. With that justice in her name is where the truth comes alive. From the headlines to the plot, she's got her ear to the ground, serving news that's real with the beat and a sound. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Calm in the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Calm in the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. She paints in shades that aren't black or white. In the ink of her stories, there's always some light. No matter where you are, you'll hear her call, echoing the truth, standing tall. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Don't feel the fall. Yeah, 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 yeah. She steps out smooth, got the city on her vibe. With that justice in her name is where the truth comes alive. From the headlines to the plot, she's got her ear to the ground, serving news that's real with the beat and a sound. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. A calm in the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Calm in the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. She paints in shades that aren't black or white. In the ink of her stories, there's always some light. No matter where you are, you'll hear her call, echoing the truth, standing tall. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall.
Yes, 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 everyone. Welcome back to the Odyssey podcast. Welcome back, everyone. Of course, it's been a little minute. I hope everybody enjoyed their holiday. Like I said before in the last live, I hope that everybody's preparing for Christmas. I already know that. But yeah, guys, I definitely missed you guys a whole lot. Um, so yeah, you already know we back in the building. We got a lot to talk about. Before I even jump into what we're about to talk about, just want to thank my subscribers. I want to thank my bush watchers, the replay gang. I appreciate you guys so much, keeping me in the algorithm. Just going back and commenting, looking at the videos. I appreciate you guys so very much. I can't do it without you. I want to give a special shout out to all my moderators. Like, I love you guys so very much. My moderators, I have the best moderators. Ah, look, you see, one of my moderators is in the building. Welcome, Sonia. Welcome. I missed you guys so very much. It has, as you guys know, as the holidays come in, so much starts to happen. And plus, I'm just a workaholic, you guys. I be working, and between working and children, I be kind of like all over. But with that being said, I just want to thank my moderators because they also just keep on inspiring me and also just keep on encouraging me and dropping comments for me and leaving stories for me to talk about. One of the stories that I definitely wanted to talk about was a story that Sonia sent me in regards to a baby. And I want to do a full on, just a full on live on that because, like I said before, when we look at all these things that's happening to innocent babies, it's heartbreaking. It's devastating. And I mean, a lot of times you can't even begin to understand what goes through people's thoughts for them to do some of the horrendous acts that's being done to these children. And so I am going to dedicate a live because it's a lot of our babies, innocent babies, that's dying. And it does not have to personally be your baby, but it's your baby. You know what I mean? Because we have to look at others' children as our children. You know what I mean? And it's devastating and it's so sad. And like I said, it's a lot deeper than what we think. But when you just look at the era that we're in, our babies are definitely being sacrificed. So I'm going to be dedicating a live to definitely um, just discussing and talking about things as far as what's happening with our small babies' innocent lives. You know what I mean? And listen, the kids are the future. They are the future. You know what I mean? So that I think that just deserves its own live. And I have a lot more information to talk about and bring to you guys. Um, Things that I was not even aware of, that when you hear it, you're like, this is what they're doing to babies. Like, where is your heart? Where's your soul? Like, your soul has to be totally gone for you to look at an innocent life that can't do nothing or can't defend itself and harm that child. Like, I like, for the life of me, I don't get it. But when I tell you, we're gonna do a live. It's gonna solely be dedicated to our lost babies because it's a lot of lost babies. Um, with that being said, you guys, I appreciate all of you. Like I said, I can't do this without you guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Of course, if you're new to the building, please take your time out to subscribe or hit the up like button, or you can even hit the down like button because sometimes you may not like the content, and that's cool too. But just know, over here at the Odyssey Podcast, all perspectives are welcome. We don't deny no perspectives. We just ask that you keep it respectful. Yeah, and of course, the First Lady OG will definitely be in the building soon. I know she was doing a few errands, and I definitely know she wants to touch on this topic with me. And so, yeah, I'm gonna hit my music real quick for give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna play my song for you guys, and I will be back. As you guys know, I'll be multitasking, of course, with 4 kids. I'm definitely always multitasking. But I love you guys so much and just sit tight. I will be back in 5 minutes. Just sit tight. Because listen, when I tell you this shit right here has taken a legs of its own. It has definitely taken up legs of its own when it comes down to all these victims that's coming up in these lawsuits or trying to get lawsuits in regards to this whole P. Diddy situation. I honestly feel, like I said before, we know what Diddy's been involved in. I do believe a lot of what Diddy has been involved in, but I'm also a person of righteousness, and I don't feel that people should take advantage or look, because at the end of the day, it's a lot of people in the world that's looking for a money grab, and they're not looking at the damage that's being done based on what they're doing, especially when it comes down to the actual people that have been victimized. And when I tell you, I listened and I listened, and for my energy and everything I listened to from this woman, um, even the content creator, which I'm not knocking the content creator that chose to do this story and do this interview, but for me personally, as a content creator, and I would say for a lot of us that's into like the politics and celebrity news and certain things like that, when you are coming out to speak on something, I do believe that you should definitely do your research. I don't think that it's it's fair that you come out here and you do an interview and you know to yourself that the person that you're interviewing is not legit. The things that she's saying that took place is just heinous acts. I don't even think the survival rate to which she said these things occurred with her um even adds up. With that being said, guys, just sit tight. Just sit tight. You guys are coming out to hang with me right before I go to work. Yes, you guys, like I said, I'm a workaholic, but that's why I had to touch bases with you guys, and I miss you guys so much. And give me one moment, I will be back. But until then, sit tight, listen to the intro. Your girl will be right back.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Love my bonus. That sounds smooth, got the city on a vibe with that justice in her name is where the truth comes alive. From the headlines to the plot, she's got her ear to the ground, serving news that's real with a beat and a sound. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. A calm in the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Calling the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. She paints a shades that aren't black or white. In the ink of her stories, there's always some light. No matter where you are, you'll hear her call, echoing the truth, standing tall. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall.
Listen, guys, I'm back in the building. So let's just jump into the commentary. Listen, okay, so let me just start off with saying this. I came across an interview by a content creator. The content creator, his name is Lionel B. He was doing an interview with a woman by the name of Lamesha Fuller. However, I've been following the Diddy story for a long time. Um, and just been posting shorts on certain things that I come across, and definitely been discussing certain updates that I have found out about and did my own research on. However, like I said, I came across a content creator by the name of Lionel B, and he was doing an interview with Lamesha Fuller. And it caught my attention because allegedly she was Diddy's victim. So I decided to sit through the whole interview. And as I was listening to Lamesha Fuller, and the questions in which the content creator Lionel B was asking her, the things that she was saying kind of was throwing me off. So we're going to start off with saying the first question that was asked of her was, does she have any proof of her at a Diddy event or just being around Diddy? And she stated that she was the female in a D&G shirt. And she submitted a picture in which I would say that then Lionel B then submitted for us to be able to see of a woman with this D&G shirt on, but her face was blurred out. So then he proceeded into asking her about how she was trafficked, how what age she was trafficked, and whatnot. She spoke about being 9 years old. She spoke about different age ranges of when she started to experience all of these heinous acts that she allegedly said took place. She said she was about 9 years old when she came across Diddy's friend, I believe. I am so off with I'm so off with the story based on her age, because from the age of 9 to 13, and mind you, she does state that she is, yes baby, give me one moment guys, give me one moment. Y'all know, like I said, I'll be multitasking. I am going to leave you. Okay baby, I'm coming right now. So I'm gonna leave you guys for 2 more minutes. Just bear with me. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Y'all just give me one moment. I'll be right with y'all. Come on, baby.
She says sound smooth, got the city on her vibe with that justice in her name is where the truth comes alive. From the headlines to the plot, she's got her ear to the ground, serving news that's real with a beat and a sound. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth like a Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. A calm in the soul with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera doll. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Calm in the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera doll. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities, stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. She paints the shades that aren't black or white. In the ink of her stories, there's always some light. No matter where you are, you'll hear her call, echoing the truth, standing tall. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall.
I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm over here always multitasking. Thank you guys for staying with me. Give me a few more. Welcome, Victoria. Welcome in the building. Thank you, Sonia, for holding it down. Like I said, guys, I'm so sorry. Being a mom is like extra, extra, extra. And for some reason, with my baby girl, every time I go live, she be ready to ask me for everything. But yeah, she's a little cranky. I'm situating her. I'll be right back. Yeah, 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 yeah. She says sound smooth, put the city on a vibe with that justice in her name is where the truth comes alive. From the headlines to the plot, she's got her ear to the ground, serving news that's real with a beat and a sound. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. A calm in the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Calling the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. She paints a shades that aren't black or white. In the ink of her stories, there's always some light. No matter where you are, you'll hear her call, echoing the truth, standing tall. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Thank you guys for holding on for me. Thank you, Victoria. I appreciate you subbing to me. I hope you continue to love the content and also tell a friend and tell a friend. Listen, guys, like I said, I'll be multitasking, but I am back in the building. And yes, I'm going to start where I left off. So, like I was telling you guys before, came across a content creator that was doing an interview with this woman by Lamesha Fuller. And like I said, I definitely stood through the whole interview, but it was certain things, especially from the age perspective in which she said things took place with her. Now, when I listened to her story, and she spoke of being trafficked from the age of 9 years old, and how she was trafficked. And she also showed pictures, like I just said previously to you guys before. And her claims was that the picture of the female in the picture with the D&G shirt was her. That was one of the pictures that Lionel B, the content creator, did produce as a part of proof that she had ties with Diddy, and she did go through what she alleges she went through and is his victim. Um, she stated that during the timing of her trafficking, she was drugged. She was essayed multiple times. She also named other celebrities that were involved. She did speak on celebrities such as Kim Porter. She spoke on J Lo. Um, she spoke on a few celebrities that she said witnessed things that took place with her. Um, the heinous acts that she described was her being penetrated by a broken bottle, her being um, essayed in different areas in the lower region. I am being very, very cautious on how I say things just because YouTube is very funny on the things that you do say. So I'm definitely trying to be cautious on certain things because a lot of the acts that she described, she stated that Kim Porter was around when she was violated in the worst way, and she had cigarette um, outed on her. She had bottles that was shoved in the lower regions of her areas, of her female areas. She had to deal and be assaulted by other celebrities. She also stated that she is the female on the table. Now, as the interview was going on and I was listening to Lamesha, I'll be honest with you. I don't judge people just off of the back. I judge people based on what they're presenting and what's actually coming out of their mouths. And for me, while she was discussing the things that took place with her during the time that she was being trafficked, it did not, for some reason, I don't know, it just did not seem realistic. Like, you being the age of 11 years old and a bottle's being broken, and when you think of when you break a bottle, how sharp the ridges are, and then you're stating that that bottle was then taken and inserted inside of you and you were penetrated with that bottle. You also endured physical abuse alongside being consistently drugged, alongside having other people SAU. And like I said, according to what she stated within that interview at that time, was that she was violated in every lower region. So for me, when you think about certain things, it's like, okay, that's like how, like, your survival rate is very, very, very small if you're the age of 9 and 10 years old and you're stating that a bottle was broken and you were being penetrated by the bottle. And it's just hard to even, like, the way she, as the alleged victim, speaking on the interview, was almost like she studied other people's situations that has been out here that are Diddy's victims, that are in the paperwork. One that we know right now that has been speaking out is Ali Carter. Now, a lot of things that I realized through the interview while she was speaking reminded me a lot of things that Ali Carter had mentioned. And the difference between Ali Carter and her is Ali Carter was giving details without realizing how significant the details were. With her, it just seemed like she was trying to gather together a story in order to put it out here. Now, I don't know the ties that she truly has behind the whole meeting of Lionel B or whatnot. And I'm not judging him as a content creator. I mean, I feel like if that's what you felt like you needed to do and you believe that what she brought to you are facts, then okay, that's cool. But from that moment of just listening to the whole entire interview, I totally was thrown off by a lot, but it definitely did remind me of the Ali story. Ali's story was nothing like hers. She said too much extra, and she definitely did. She added too much extra. She was saying things that was already out in the media. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, Sonia, the reason why I knew for myself that something was not correct was just how she spoke and how much more extra. And then it was things that even Lionel B had asked her, and I was asking myself, as as a person doing an interview and you ask a certain question and they say something, it won't trigger your mind to think like, how much sense does that truly make? I don't know. For me personally, I listen very carefully. However, the craziest shit about all of this, fast forward, is now she has come out to recant. And now she's recanting and she's apologizing and she's stating that she is not the woman in the D and G shirt. But the only reason that she's doing this is because the lawyers reached out and stated that they do not know this woman, Lamesha Fuller, and they have never represented her, and she is not a part of no lawsuit, and she is not Jane Doe. Now, within them having to come out and do so, here comes the actual victim having to now expose who she is. So now the actual victim is named Anna Kane, and she is the female in the picture with the D and G shirt on. Now that this woman, Lamesha Fuller, has now come out to say that she's truly sorry because she feels as though she led people to believe, I guess, something that was not true. But I guess for her, that's the only way she felt that she was going to be heard. Hank, hey Hank, welcome back in the building, Hank. I really truly don't know. I just feel like it's no excuse, and I do feel at this point it's some type of funny business going on. But hold up, let me just finish tell you guys about this shit. So she goes on live and she's like, I'm so sorry. And, I apologize to the victim for her even having to have to expose herself. I'm just trying to get my story out, and everything that I did say that I did go through is true. I did go through those things. And I am the female on the table. So it's a picture that I posted. Go check it out. I posted it up as a short. And also, if you check it out, I have it as my thumbnail on one of my older videos. So it was a picture that was put and that was surfaced throughout the internet of a woman on a table. And this is where it was like fruits and food all over this female. Diddy is actually standing on the side of the female that's on the table. And now Lamesha Fuller is stating that she is the woman on the table. She is the female on the table. Now let's make this quite clear, guys. Just if you look at my short and you go check out the old video of what I have of this particular picture, I posted it as a thumbnail on one of my older videos. And if you look at this lady right now that I have on my thumbnail, you would know off the back that that is not Lamesha Fuller. So now here she goes. She puts out this whole narrative after apologizing, stating that she's the female on the table. And when they asked her now, how old was she when she was on that table, she states that she was 13 years old. Now, this shit get really crazy because prior before this even comes out with the apology, she also made a few statements in regards to Jaguar Wright. She made statements in saying that she's spoken to Jaguar Wright on multiple occasions. Jaguar Wright did come out to clear up that whole situation and told her that she definitely needs to go and get help. Jaguar Wright also spoke of another young woman. Now, I know you guys are familiar with this young, no, she's not even a young woman. Back then, she was. Actually, she's an older woman now. Forgive me for saying that. But it's a woman by the name of Adria English. And right now, she's very popular just because she is also alleging that she is Diddy's victim. Um, for me personally, I would say that she's not even a legend so much that she's Diddy's victim, but she is speaking out on her experiences as far as being at Diddy's party and also being paid to work for Diddy at his parties and the things that she witnessed and the things that she had to do. And Adria English did her interview also with Lionel B. Adria English mentions Lamesha in the very beginning, and like I said in the very beginning, it was going around because of the picture that was put out there that Lamesha Fuller was Ann Kane, which is the actual victim that was wearing the D&G shirt in the photo, that was Lamesha. So now that everything has come to the surface and ahead, now everybody's trying to like fix it and recant certain things that was put out there. But originally, uh Adria English said that she did see Lamesha Fuller, and Lamesha Fuller at that time she didn't realize that she was a little girl on the table, and she remembers it in a way that when she looked down she was just like awed by the fact of how the setting was around the female. She didn't really penetrate that it was a child. And remind you, Lamesha Fuller is saying at that time she was on that particular table she was 13, because now she's recanted. Give me one moment, guys. Give me one moment. I'll be back with you guys. Give me one moment. Thank you guys for your patience. I'm so sorry about that. I'm like back and forth, back and forth. But back to what I was telling you guys. So now, Adria English is also a woman that's out here speaking on her experience working for Diddy, being at the Diddy parties, after hours, the things she endured, the abuse she endured. She's speaking on it now. She basically was one of the people that were trying, if you ask me, she's definitely, I don't know how to say this because I don't want to call nobody a scammer. But anyway, she definitely was trying to back up what Lamesha Fuller was saying when the interview was done. I mean, anybody that goes back and listens to the interview, you would realize that what Lamesha stated, the things that she stated, even alleging that she was the female in the picture and she knew that she wasn't. She knew she was lying about that. that forced the victim to come out. That can be very detrimental to the victim. And the reason why the victim wanted to remain as Jane Doe was probably to protect her safety. Now her identity is out here based on a woman that came out here and did an interview and lied, period, point blank. Now, Lionel B is the person who did the interview with Lamesha Fuller. I wanted to be able to at least give you guys a clip of what was being played, but it was said by him in a 5-minute video. If anybody even uses a clip or uses any of his footage in regards to this Lamesha Fuller interview, he would have their channel flagged down. So I definitely don't want to violate. He doesn't want anybody to use his content. So therefore, I would follow orders and respect him on that level and not use his content, but I will report on what I believe, right? So now everything is hitting the fan, and now she has brought out an apology, and now she's stating that she's the female on the table. She is no possibly, there's no possible way that she is that woman in the picture on the table at all. But that's what she's stating, and that's the story she's going with. Like I told you, Jaguar Wright has confronted her because she has spoke on speaking to Jaguar Wright, and Jaguar Wright has came out and said that those claims that she is making is not true. Now, for me, her credibility is definitely shot. It's shot off the back just based on the fact that you sat there and you did an interview and you submitted a photo that has already been circulating through the internet with the woman Anna Kane in the D&G shirt stating that that was you. Now, the only reason this woman has to come out and expose who she is because it's going to affect her lawsuit. That is wrong. If you know that you did not experience the things that you're stating that you stated you experienced, and you're taking somebody else's story that really experienced it and that's really going through emotional, um traumatic mental stress, spiritual stress because they can't figure out because their spirit feels all like these are all different types of feelings that a person that have went through all these traumatic events go through. When you listen to the Ali Carter story, it just shows you, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy to me that this woman even felt that she was going to be able to tell this lie and get away with it. And then what makes it worse is the fact that you're going to continue with the lie. So now, if the woman that's on the table or the young lady or whatever at the time, whoever the person is that was on the table, is a part of the lawsuit. Now, this woman now may have to come out and expose who she is. So now, yet again, it's going to be a second victim that has to then come out to expose who they are to, to be able to protect what they're doing in order to get justice. You're just messing up everything. So for me personally, it's just like it's sickening. And I would say this with the content creator. I don't know if it's a part of a money grab and you wanted to attract people to come to your channel and you wanted to get numbers, but when it comes down to a situation so deep, this is why we get fucked over. Excuse my language, but I have to be very blunt when I say this. This is why we get fucked over because it's people like this who know. It's no way that you did not know that this woman was not telling you the truth. The same picture that she gave you, you've seen before. It's been circulating the internet, as well as the picture of the female that's on the table. That's hence how I got it to put it up on my thumbnail. It's been circulating. But just looking at the picture and just looking at the texture, the female that's on the table, it's a mixed female. Mind you, her face is blurred out. You just see her full body, but you can still see the texture of the female's hair. So that's how you can determine what I'm telling you if you guys go back and check out my thumbnail or my older video when I made it a thumbnail to talk about. This shit has totally gotten out of hand. But I do think that as a content creator, if you're going to put out content, be very cognizant about what content you're putting out. Go do your research. You know what I mean? I don't think that you should just push content out here knowingly. You know that what she said to you is not valid. You know what picture that she gave you wasn't valid. You know what I mean? Now, Adria English, she's a little bit different because she definitely has a lot of proof of her being a part of the Diddy parties, her working, her having a boyfriend prior that was a part of, I guess, being a Sean John model and at one point also model for Rockaware. She definitely gives you insight and actual photos and gives you breakdowns of time and whatnot. However, the thing about Adria English is she's not a Cassie Ventura victim, right? I feel at this point she's out here speaking her story, but she's also doing it from a space of being able to gain out of it. It seems to me that she may be doing some type of drugs. I'm not saying that she is. I'm just saying the vibes that I've gotten from the interviews that I've watched. It gives me she is on something. Um, but however, it's been other content creators that have had interest in actually interviewing Adria English, and she is not doing no interviews without getting a residual. And she stated that when she did the interview with Lionel B, that she receives residual off of that video that she did with Lionel B. So now going forward with any other content creator that wants her story, they would have to give her residual off the video. Now, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what she's stating that she wants based on capitalization of her understanding how big this Diddy shit is, right? But for me, I always tell you guys, it's a bigger picture. This right here, for me, it's a part of the distraction. This whole Diddy shit with everything that's going on with Diddy and all these other celebrities that's being exposed, that's been locked away, that we are now getting the forefront of because now they want to put out certain things to paint this image. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying it's facts. This is just my opinion. Now they're pushing out all these stories to distract us from a bigger picture, something bigger going on. But right now we're caught up in everything that's being put out here with the victims and the Diddy trials and other celebrities being involved and whatnot. The key thing about this whole thing, why I do come out and I do speak on this particular situation, is because I'm going to end up going a little bit deeper, little by little, because now everybody's tied. All of these people that you see, from the higher up government people to the celebrities that you see right now that's being exposed for ex trafficking, it's been going on for a long time. When you think about the black market, babies have been being put out there on the black market for a long time. You know what I mean? These are things that we need to definitely now sway away from and definitely dive into, because it's a lot more shit to be exposed. It's a lot more shit to be exposed. And I feel like, for me personally, they had to put this in place to let us know somewhat, okay, things are going to be exposed, but while we're distracting you with all of what's happening with the P Diddy's and the little Dirks and all these death that's taking place with the celebrities and certain celebrities that's now going down for being a part of the Diddy situation, some celebrities that's been involved. We're talking about celebrities that were involved in DL situations, y'all. Like, this shit has gotten real. But like I said, I'm gonna take my time and we're gonna end up diving into something else, because the rabbit hole it seems like the rabbit hole is never ending once you dive into it. And then on top of it, even coming on a platform like this, you definitely have to be mindful on what you say and how you say it. I'm definitely working on a few things as I go through my journey on content creating and really producing. For me personally, I would say I'm trying to keep on my podcasting route and bringing fresh news to you guys and keeping you guys definitely like, open to things that we need to pay attention to. Because if we don't, we're going to be caught up. Welcome, First Lady OG. We got the First Lady OG in the building. And of course, it's always a pleasure when the First Lady OG pulls up. And with that being said, I would like to take a moment for you guys to speak to the First Lady OG, and of course for her to love on you guys, because listen, she love her people. First Lady OG, welcome to the building. I'm happy to see you, and I'm gonna let you have the floor. We're gonna give First Lady OG a moment because, like I said, First Lady OG be multitasking, and I know she has missed you guys. And I definitely, you guys know when the First Lady start going in, she dives in, she gets straight to the point, and she's definitely here to give you food for thought, feed our minds, make sure we strengthen our souls. If you guys are not familiar, the firstladyent.com is where you need to really go check out, because she is definitely one of those people that are trying to help our kids worldwide. It's just not with hers, it's with all of our children. She does have a way with breaking down who she is, and that's why I'm waiting for her. So I'm waiting for her to interrupt me. First Lady OG, are you in the building?
I'm trying to be. I don't know what is going on with my Wi-Fi, man. And I'm on my phone, and of course, the rails start calling as soon as I decide to get just use my phone because the computer is giving me a hard time with the Wi-Fi. As soon as I started to talk to y'all, then he started calling. So I was still
Well, you
trying to
sound
get.
really you sound really good right now. You sound really clear. So I'm gonna give you a moment when you're ready to pop in. Pop in. We are here. We are waiting for you. Don't worry, because like I said, I know the people been missing you, and they want to love on you, and you want to love on them, and we'll jump right back into the commentary. But yeah, you already know, y'all. First lady is in the building.
So why I'm not on Wi-Fi?
Just slight difficulties, y'all. Just slight technical difficulties. But yeah, when I tell you the rabbit hole goes extremely deep, wait until the first lady taps in. Right
Oh
now, it's a
yeah.
little
Let me
technical
try one more
difficulties,
thing, y'all.
but
Be right back.
she gonna be right back. But when I tell you, she's gonna even tap in and go even deeper as we start putting out certain content. But like I said, for me personally, I just want people to recognize that it's not healthy to be money hungry. I know that times are hard. We are in a timing of struggling. When you go into the supermarkets alone, you know you're in a time of struggling. When you look at the prices on these foods, and I get it, you probably got to support your family or whatnot, but just be mindful of what energies that you're about to put out there. And I truly feel like this woman, Lamesha Fuller, now has recognized through what she has said, um, with the apology that she put out there. I think she's somewhat recognized, but she's too far in. I don't know who's in her ear, but I feel like she's still continuing on with the lie, because now she's created a new one. And when this lie pops, then she's going to have to try to figure out a way to say a new lie. But I think for the most part, with the content creator who originally put this interview out and push this story, should have definitely took into consideration the actual victims that have been traumatized, because I'm sure from what I've noticed, he also has been following the story. So for the life of me, I just couldn't understand, why would you still choose to go on with an interview that you know was not valid at all. Listen, I want to thank you guys so much. I just want to give a brief intermission. I want to thank all of you for popping in and showing me your love and support. I love you guys so much. Thank you. I can't do this thing without you guys. You guys keep me in the algorithm. You guys keep me very inspired. I am so appreciative. I would just want to also give a thank you to my moderators. My moderators are the greatest. They're always just keeping me in tuned, always keeping me alert, giving me certain information that I need to know in my little comment areas. I definitely can't do it without my moderators. They definitely appreciate what I'm producing, and I definitely appreciate the time they take to drop in on me and hold me down. So just thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys so very, very much. I was giving a brief intermission. We are going to be back because I know the first lady is fixing up a few things. I have to go and do one thing, which is check on my baby girl to make sure she has finished her dinner and she doesn't have it like all over the place, right, guys? And I will be right back. So just sit tight with me. I am going to be right back. Welcome, welcome. Yama. And I hope I'm not butchering your name. I mean, if you feel that way, you're entitled to your feelings. And this is why it's always good to do our research and it's always good to be able to respect people that have their feelings towards what they're listening to. But if you feel that way, then I want to tell you, I don't want you to waste your time. You know what I mean? I want you to be able to be in a space of people that you feel that are not liars. Okay, baby? So I appreciate you very, very much. And I appreciate your comment and your honesty. And I don't even want to waste your time. But if you want to still stick around and you still want to put your input in, you are welcome to, as long as we keep it respectful. But your perspective is definitely welcomed. Okay? Alrighty. I'll
Oh,
be back.
so nice. Go do what you're doing. I'll take care of that.
Okay, I'll be back, First Lady.
Anyhow, if you think anybody lying in here, you could definitely find your way out the live just like you found your way in. I'm not coming that nice. All perspectives are welcome, but when you're being disrespectful, you don't have to be here. Because it's your choice to be here, so you don't have to be here. People kill me. Talking about you are all of you liars. Like, you just a liar. Hi, Sonia. Hey, Hank. Hey, y'all. Y'all see me coming in here acting a fool. Hey, Victoria. How's everybody? Sonia, Hank, Victoria still in the building? Exactly. Your opinion that people are lying. We cool with that. But you could keep your opinions to yourself if they not nice. That's all I'm saying. Like she said, you definitely um if you're gonna be disrespectful, you could stay and be quiet. But if you can't say nothing nice, then you could leave. Period. Hey Sonya, yes, we have to agree. So y'all was talking about Lamesha. I was out and driving and I was trying to get on with the car, but then when I'm coming home through the sticks, y'all, Lord have mercy. The service be bad. I had to wait to get on the computer. And of course, when I got here, because it's a Mac computer, and because it's probably been open for so long, I needed to restart it in order for the Wi-Fi to open up. So now it's restarted, and now I'm getting ready to get on, but it's so slow. So I'm still on the phone. Thomas said, Sonya said she was ready to black. She is not nice today. We don't know. Like, this is not the season Like for some of us, this is sad season. Like this is stressing. Like so, I always say leave people alone because you have no idea what people are going through. And I know you might be ignorant, so you might be very young, so you might have never been told if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So therefore, we're here to tell you that. And I'm old enough to tell you that for sure. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, then have a nice day and beat it. That's all. Ain't nobody make you come in here. You had to choose to walk in this life. And anybody else in the building, please do not, definitely don't get offended because nobody's opinion is a lie. That's just how you feel.
That's it. That's it. You hit it on the head, First Lady. But of course, okay, hold on. I see a second First Lady. So let me remove the other one and let me put the other First Lady back in the building. And yes, you guys, yes, we are
Hello.
in the building. So of course we have the First Lady OG and First Lady OG. I know we got some new people in the building and I just want them to get to know who you are. So of course before we jump back into the commentary, I just want you guys to get to know the First Lady OG for those of you who are coming in new and for those of you who are my bush watchers. Of course we are back in the building. This is the Odyssey podcast. Please tell a friend and tell a friend, subscribe, hit the up like button or down like button, guys. But either or, hit that notification bell. So every time that the Odyssey podcast is live, you guys will be notified. First Lady OG, please take over and let the people know who you are.
All right, again, definitely introducing myself to some, presenting myself to others as the Hollis voice, aka the First Lady OG, the voice, the visualizer of opportunities for inner city children everywhere. This is what our mission is. So do follow me to become a voice so I can let you know too that you too have a song, which is your own separate obstacle needed to grow. So make sure y'all definitely follow I Am Auntie House, um, Community Wall. Um, Definitely follow me on all social media platforms. Hollis Voice, First Lady OG. Be that IG, Facebook, Bigo Live TV, and Instagram. Did I say that already? Yes, Instagram and Facebook. Yes, so you can find me on social media as Hollis Voice, the First Lady OG. Um, I am definitely a community activist. I'm working hard to construct a program, aka an organization that will host a lot of the programs to help our inner city children, youth, and babies. So definitely follow me to build Auntie House. You can check out some of the things that I do on firstladyent.com. Firstladyent.com that you see on the banner there. Firstladyent.com. Definitely check me out. I'm definitely moving in kind of late, so I'm not going to stay talking to y'all too much. Any questions or anything you need to know, feel free to text me, leave me a message on the community wall, and we're going to definitely get back to it. Y'all talking about Lamesha. I don't know how much I missed, but I definitely heard words say that, lies. That's why I always tell my children the way I was taught. Once you lie, you got to stay a liar because at the end of the day, you got to keep lying to make the first lie stay true. So that's why it's no need to lie. It's all right to tell the truth, whether you made a mistake, did something wrong. Everybody made a mistake. If you're around somebody that's 100% perfect, hurry up and get away from them because no such thing. No such thing. I don't even want to be around nobody perfect. If you never made a mistake and every day in your life is peachy keen and all that, I don't think you real. So I'm cool on you. So anyway,
Well, you already know. Like it's listen, Ma. Oh, sorry, First Lady OGENT. Y'all will hear me call her AKA Ma, so y'all already know. But when I say this, as you were saying prior before with this whole Amisha situation, what is your thoughts as far as her coming out and doing this interview? I mean, for me personally, I think that the content creator that chose to put out the interview, I don't know what the thought process was, but knowing that she put out an interview, and the first interview, she basically stated that she went through all these traumatic events. She was trafficked from the age of 9. Um, she also stated that she was the female in the picture with the D&G shirt on, which was the picture that she presented to the content creator, in which he produced as her being the one out there with that D&G shirt on. But the female in the photo, her face was blurred out, so that's why we are identifying her as the female with the D&G shirt on. Now, fast forward, she recently dropped another, and it wasn't an interview. She just dropped a video stating that she apologizes, that she's not the female in the D&G shirt. Um, the reason why she's apologizing is because now the female that wasn't in that actual photo that she presented to the content creator had to now expose who she was. Before she even exposed who she was, her lawyers came out and spoke on behalf of her, explaining that they have no ties to Lamesha Fuller. They don't know this woman. They've never had no contact with her or whatnot. And with that being said, it was causing issues within the Jane Doe um, lawsuit. So now Jane Doe is no longer Jane Doe. Jane Doe is now Anna Kane. Anna Kane is the female in the photo that was wearing the D&G shirt. So now that she has come out to admit that she lied about that, she's now stating that she is the woman or the young female that's on the table, that is on the thumbnail. Like I told you guys before, I made that my thumbnail on one of my previous videos, like maybe like 2 months ago, and I even uploaded a short. So guys, go check that out. But that particular photo in which I sent you, First Lady OG, and you have the photo of Lamesha Fuller and what she looks like. Although the woman on the table, her face is blurred out and you can just see her body, you have a chance to see the texture of her hair. And just by the texture of her hair, you can tell that she is of a mixed race. I mean, for me personally, like I was
Or it
telling
could
the
be a
people,
wig for all we know. Like at the end of the
no,
day,
it's like when you go back, just go back and analyze the picture again. It's definitely not a wig. It's not.
but I'm saying if you already lied, then I already have a feeling, and so now I don't believe anything. So something like that with the back of the head, the back of the back of your back, or anything like that, you would really have to come through and show proof of everything. Nobody's believing anything that you say right now, and even though I'm not the biggest fan of let me see, lawyer or attorney. All right, which one doesn't do the bar? Anyhow, if you lied, you lied, and you probably lying still. So you're gonna have to come better than that. If I can't see your face and you can't
But the
show me
craziest thing
the
about it
birthmark
is
on the shoulder, that you got the same birthmark on the shoulder, or the same birthmark with a little bald spot at the top of the head over here, if you're not coming
something
with
to
that,
identify you.
that's
Something
probably
to
not you either.
identify you. But you know what's so crazy for me when like I said, as far as the content creator goes, it looks like he's been following the story for a long time. And as myself, me following the story for a long time, I've came across the same pictures in which this woman has produced. I've came across the same pictures this woman has produced.
Okay,
So for
so if that
me,
was you at 13 though, so then where's your mother? Why your mother didn't say nothing? How old are you now? Why your mother didn't say nothing when you were 13? So you went
she
through all of
spoke.
this and you didn't have a support system, or you didn't tell your mother anything for your. I could understand you being scared as a child, but that's why you're supposed to go to your mother. Like, it's just
Well, she spoke of her returning back to her grandmother after being, and I would say abducted, because at 9 years old somebody takes you're abducted, you know what I mean, like, and then you're being trafficked. So you were abducted and you were trafficked, right? And after they did what they did to you, they then decided to just send you right back to your home
no. I don't really
years
believe
later.
that
They
either.
just sent you back home to your grandmother years later. And
But
then
she
your
doesn't
grandmother
have an
told
escape
your grandmother
story.
what happened, but your grandmother was like, "Oh, don't say nothing, leave that alone." Like her whole
No,
story. I
no,
told the
no,
people,
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
I
no.
listened to her story, and I was just like, what? But the craziest thing about it is that it has another woman out here that's doing interviews, right? And her name is Adria English. And Adria English basically was trying to back up Lamesha Fuller's story by stating that she was at the party with the female that was on the table. And at that time, she didn't realize that the female on the table was 13 years old. And that female she's stating on the table was Lamesha Fuller. Now,
Yeah, she
she
don't know that either, so I don't believe her either.
Okay, so now I will say this. Her credibility when it comes down to the content creator Lionel B. Lionel B was one of the ones that did the Adria English interview. She's getting residual off of the video and that interview that she did. Grandmothers always say something. That's the thing, Sonia. And that's what we couldn't get down with. But she never was with her biological mother. She was with her grandmother. And she's stating from the age of 9 years old is when she was abducted, and she was trafficked from the age of 9 years old all the way up until she was what, 14 or 15, and then they sent her back. But then the craziest shit about it, right, is I haven't seen Blink twice at all. My mom has been trying to get
Well,
me to
you
see
could
Blink
watch it.
twice,
Oh, that's what we should
and
have did
I have
earlier.
not yet to watch this movie, right? So now
Went twice.
the she said out of her mouth that the movie Blink Twice was based off of her.
Who said
Did you
that?
not? Lamesha Fuller.
Okay.
Because what happened was
Okay,
during
and they just dropped you off at home at
but
15 years
the
old,
craziest thing
and
about
you
it
just
was
back home. You not on the run. You not shaking and moving, and you think you're gonna be sitting on the internet talking what you talking, and they not gonna be sitting outside the door like they didn't know where they dropped you off. Like, she's playing a very, very dangerous game. Because if anybody, and I don't even have to ask anybody, it doesn't even matter if anybody else knows. I have been following Allie Carter for a couple of years now, and her stories are nothing like Lamesha's stories, and her stories are real. And the lady that she calls mom, that has taken her in, that has been running with her these last years of her life since she has been back, it has not been, I'm just home now and I'm chilling and I could just forget everything and me and my family are living happily ever after. This girl is constantly moving. That lady picked up and shut her house down, locked it up, and left. And they have been on the road ever since. Like, she is still MK Ultra Alley. Like, her phone could ring and beat tones could come through, and all of a sudden she will turn into another identity and be trying to leave and go places because she's still under MK Ultra. This girl is full of shit. Excuse me, YouTube. So go say I'm saying false information now with that.
you can definitely off the back tell that for me personally, and that's why I said starting off, I don't negate anybody's story, but when you listen to what Lamesha Fuller was saying, and the craziest thing, like I was saying prior before, when it comes down to the movie Blink Twice, a lot of what she was saying was coming out of the movie Blink Twice. So it almost came like the content creator Lionel B had to, like, you know what I mean, get her together with that. And then she comes out to say, well, the movie Blink Twice was based off of what happened to her. And then, like, just like from her stating that, and even prior before her even speaking on that, a lot of things that she was speaking on sounds similar to Ali Carter. The only difference is when you experience something, you don't have to go so hard to be so extra. And the things that she was saying, she said at 9 years old, she was drugged, she was put on a plane, she
Well,
ended
how
up
old
in
is she now?
space.
How old is she now?
I believe she's about what, 37, 36, 37, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not quite sure. I will come back with the actual age. I am not sure about her age, and I don't even know if she's honest about that either. So for me personally,
Exactly.
it's just
Exactly.
been
See, that's what
it's just been
happens.
crazy. But
Once
it's foul
somebody
because
realizes you say one lie, nobody believes anything that you
but
have to
why but
say
why
pretty much
as
after that.
a content creator would you push a story that you know is not true? Now, like I said, he has
Where's your
he
book
has
at?
garnered, but listen, he has garnered a lot of views behind the Adria English interview and the Lamesha Fuller interview. Now, Adria English, she stated that she gets residual off of the video that was done with the content creator Lionel B. Now, other content creators were looking into trying to interview this woman, Adria English, because she does have photos. She does have proof of her involvement with Diddy. However, I wouldn't consider her a victim, and she also stated she didn't consider herself a victim either. She does go into depth and tell her story, what she came from, how she ended up in the industry, which was through a boyfriend. She explains how her sex tapes got out. She also explains how she even met up with Diddy. Um, she
So
goes
she
through a whole
basically
process.
told of an instance or instances that she was included in or that she knows about that could probably say that, yeah, certain things like this do go down, but yet and still she's not considering herself part of the Me Too movement.
No, she's definitely stating that she was a willing participant. She
Okay.
states that she is speaking out because she knows that she was a willing participant and now realizing what was actually happening. Um, she feels terrible about it. She does have proof, like I said, she did show proof of her being involved. She worked for Diddy. The reason she ended up working for Diddy is because she had her boyfriend, and he at one point was modeling for Rock. Um, what is it? Rockaware. He was modeling for Rockaware or whatever, and he had ended up having an interview to speak with Diddy to then model for Sean John. And when he went into that interview, Adria English states that Diddy states to him basically if he wants the job, he has to suck his dick. So he walks out. And so she's saying, like, she's asking him, like, what's going on? What happened? Why you walked out? And he's like, man, that motherfucker looked me in my face and told me if I want this shit, I gotta suck his dick, man. Like, So then she was like, afterwards, she was going through like different promotional parties and shit like that or whatnot. And she connected with somebody else that was involved with the whole Diddy parties or whatnot. She received the call to come speak with Diddy. Diddy offered her to come work at his parties, and from there, that's how she ended up at the Diddy parties. Now, through the process of her being at the Diddy parties, she was also offered um, through certain exchanges, sexual exchanges, that they would put her music out, record deal, whatever, whatever have you, but that never took place. She just became one of those women that were at the FOs that satisfied anybody. So she was the one that would wear a specific color, and all the people that was there would already know that she was servicing pretty much.
Right, right,
Um,
right.
But Lionel B, Adria English, and Lamesha Fuller, they have some type of ties that's going on in regards to mm, get into the bag. It's some type of scamming shit happening. You know what I mean? Which is foul because for me personally, it's a lot of victims that will never be the same. When it comes down to Adria English, I think that she walked in, like she said, as a willing participant. For certain things she didn't expect to see, but she seen it. She went along with it, and for her, it was about surviving and getting to the money. That's the perception I get. I mean,
Right.
what's your thoughts on the whole process with this whole thing, and
But
just
she
the
really
victims
wasn't
having
paying
to come out?
attention to underage people and things of that nature. Or she didn't care about that. She just cared about what she was doing and what she was there
Yeah,
for.
she didn't care about that because it was other females that came out to speak that said that they seen um kids allegedly, but I'm just saying alleged, but I should not say alleged because it's all over social media and the news and whatnot. But
That they were
it,
really
they
children
stated
involved.
that
That,
it was children at these parties that were dressed up as Ajuku Barbies.
right.
So what are we talking about here? And so even in certain interviews, they like little people, and it's broken down like, no, not midgets. We talking about kids.
When somebody try to say midgets, they are silly, man.
Okay, so what? But when it comes down to Adria English and even the young lady that spoke on she spoke on the No Jumper podcast, and she spoke on being at the Diddy party and when she walked in what she seen and how these children, these little girls was dressed up, and she didn't give a fuck. What she said was, I didn't give a fuck. I was just trying to get out of there. Uh the
Was
guy
this
from No
the one?
Jumper
Was this the one that left and said that she realized it was kids and left, but didn't say anything
yes,
to anybody?
didn't say anything. And mind you, she was the one, the only reason she ended up at the Diddy party, according to her, is because she was already out there in that particular area with the prince of Dubai, some prince from Dubai. And he was the one who she was originally servicing. And he told her, like, if you want to do music or whatever, whatever, I got the perfect person that I'm going to take you to. And then when they arrived is when she found out she was at the Diddy spot or whatever. And it was her and another friend. And the craziest thing, like she said, she ran out of there and she called the police when she got back to the home in which this alleged prince was that owned. And she called the police and told the police that she wants to just get her stuff and she don't feel safe. But she
Right.
never ever thought once about you walking in and you seeing children. You
Children
were
on the
like that was
tables and
crazy
dressed
to me.
up
And
like
then she
dolls.
was
Right.
like, "Oh, he didn't even pay me all my money." Like these, some of these females are sickening because for the life of me, the shit that comes out their mouth is like, "What?" I walk into a place, you see children. I'm not turning. What are you talking about? Y'all about to every man down. I'm telling you, every man down. Y'all all going down, like every man down. Like I'm telling you right now, I'm not walking in a place and seeing kids and turning my back just like that. Not making sure that every one of them kids have a way to get the fuck up out of there. Like, what are we talking about here? But Adria English said the same thing. But she definitely understands that she was complicit because she continued to work for Diddy years after. So she was complicit in knowing what was going on, but she was about getting to her money. And let's keep it real. Everybody that's coming out to speak on the Diddy shit and what took place and what not is because Diddy is where he's at. Because if Diddy was still out here and shit wasn't hitting the fan the way it was hitting the fan, all of these people would still be at a Diddy's Christmas party. And after the Christmas party, the FO. Let's not play these games. I'm calling Popo while I'm in there seeing it. That part, Sonia. That part. And listen, the craziest thing about it is with going in to the area of where it's in the house because it was said to say that it's multiple parties because his home is he has an extremely big home, so it was multiple parties going on. But in order to get into the house, you would have to give up your cell phone and certain things in order to get in the house. But even so be the case, once I would have gotten the house and I was able to get out with my cell phone, I'm trying to tell you, everybody would have been man down. Come on, First Lady OG. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you listen. I'm gonna let you because we could go deep. We could talk like this is what we saying. And then he had underground tunnels like connected. And mind you, we
That part,
talking about
Sonia. Exactly.
what? Go ahead, First Lady.
No,
Go ahead.
Sonia
Go
was
ahead.
saying I'm calling Popo while I'm in there. And
That part.
even if I leave out of there to make sure that I'm out of the premises, I'm standing on the corner or I'm across the street from the house and I'm waiting for them to come so they could even talk to me when they get there so I could tell them exactly what I saw and where they at. Like I don't it's so many people are so twisted for dollars and cents, not even realizing the money is not worth it. Like, how could you feel like the money is worth you turning a blind eye, or how money is worth you selling your soul? I mean, we see it all day, every day, and then have the nerve for a lot of people to say that they don't believe these things happen. There's no such thing as Satanism. There's no such thing as selling your soul. You have children, you have children playing Fortnite. The children can sell their souls on Fortnite, just to let you know. There's a devil sitting in a chair. I don't play the game. But at the end of the day, I did see this part, and you can actually, depending on, like, say, when you know how they play and they play partners and they're playing with their friends, if their friend dies or something happens to their friend, they could actually give up something of themselves, aka to sell to get something for somebody else. It depends on how much do you want to give up. Right, right, exactly. That too, Sonia. Trying to get BBLs, which is another thing, which is basically our young women, young ladies, and even some of us older women that have not become in love with themselves. They have not started, they don't love themselves. They have not realized that you are saying that you don't love you if you're going. I don't want to say that with certain things, because people take certain things and blow it out of proportion. Because I mean, I feel like if you're living, if you under a certain, I really don't even feel it's something you have to pay for like that. I believe that it should be something as part as medical for some of us women who have had children. And if you had a C-section and had a cut, you have like the little fupa pouch that won't go away. I don't feel like it's vain or anything of that nature if you really was living that life and you wanted to do like what I would say more so like the mommy makeover. I've had 5 children. I breastfed all of them. Breasts may be sagging. I mean, not that it matters whether they standing up, because the person I'm with loves me, but it's about the love that you have for yourself. I don't feel it's nothing wrong for like little things like mommy makeovers, but these girls out here that are getting these behinds that are bigger than they head, and they thighs are this big, and you looking silly and stupid, and you going to use $500 to go get it done in some awkward country that took you 16 hours to get there on a $89 flight, and you're going to pay $500 to change your whole body. Like, this is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, what the
But
hell are you doing in the first place?
it's crazy though, because because when you think about the women that's out here going to get the BBLs and they're
Right.
losing
But look
their
at the ones
lives.
where they going. You spent
Listen, they're losing their
$89 to
lives at a
fly
young
for
age.
16 hours to pay $250 to change your whole
But
body.
let me
Who's
tell you
trusting that?
something. I actually watched a documentary of a woman, and she was the woman who was in Brooklyn, New York, in a basement doing young ladies behinds, okay? And she was putting cement and all kinds of shit in these girls' butts.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's speaking from jail, okay? Because it was, I believe, it was like a one young lady lost her life or whatnot. Now she's speaking from jail and her experience, and she's actually showing you because she did it to herself. So she's showing you what's happening and how she's dying, and this shit has poisoned her whole body. But when,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, you have so many young, beautiful women. Listen, my people, if you believe in a higher power, then understand he makes no mistakes. So when it's said that he makes us in his own image and his own likeness, that is real. He makes no mistakes. That is why beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay? That is why. He don't make no mistakes. He
That's it.
created us the way we all needed to be, no matter what that looks like. Because your beauty is your beauty that he stored upon you. And who is meant for you, that's why it's in that person's, that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, that person that beholds your beauty, that can see beyond what you don't even see. And what you think is not beautiful is what that person loves. Sometimes you look at a couple and you'll be like, "Oh my God, that's an odd couple because she's big and he's small." No, maybe he loves her because she's cuddly and he loves her rolls and he loves the way her arms are and he could squeeze it, whatever. But
Whatever
the beauty he
it is
finds
definitely to each his own.
is to each
Because
his own.
like you said, it's someone for everyone who doesn't.
With
Some people
someone for
don't
everyone.
recognize love. I saw someone walk out and get on his knees with a thing of flowers and a ring. And the girl got up from the table and she was fanning her face. And oh, she was so flustered because he was over there on his knees or whatever. She took the flowers and she was just crying and walking around. And he opened the ring box and he's like, come over here so I can speak with you. So, she went from the side and stood and kind of reached over, like stuck her neck out so she could look into the box and see the ring. And when she looked into the box and saw the ring, she waved her hand like, "Oh, no." And then he was sitting there like, "Come." And she kept saying, "No, no, no." So he got up
Right.
and started walking towards her. She started fanning him like, "No, no, no." And
I think
every
that's crazy.
everybody's saying like, good for you that you found out who she was before you married her, because at the end of the day she's looking at the size of the ring and not realizing the size of the heart and the love that she's being given for someone to bow down on their knee and ask her for her hand in marriage. That is what's most important, not the size of the ring. Because another young lady came on the post and was like, "I'm so glad he walked away from her, because at the end of the day, when my
It's not.
husband first proposed, his ring wasn't big either. But I tell you now, my
It's not
ring is
about
five
that.
times
No,
size. My ring is five times that size now, and my man has upgraded me every year since then."
I'm gonna be real with you. I think that, people definitely lose sight, and I do think that what communion is supposed to be has definitely been destroyed. Um, and I say that to say because people truly don't go into situations truly understanding who they are and willing to understand their partner and being willing to now know that we are a team and that we're growing. Everything is based off of perception and what you're able to give me. And I think that's probably the most saddest part, like I said, as far as understanding what a communion truly is supposed to look like. um with females, for me personally, that feel as though they have to change their image to get a certain type of attention, like I said, I disagree with it.
But
I got a daughter.
are doing it, daughter, a lot of them are doing it for someone else. That's what
Right.
makes it
And I
so
think
bad.
that's the
They're
most
not even
craziest
doing
part
it for
because
themselves.
you
Like
gotta
how I
love
say,
me.
for somebody that has a little mommy pouch and wants to, you know,
Yeah, but that's the thing
fix
about
her
it. The
stomach, but she's
reason,
doing it for herself and the love of herself.
right.
But
But
these
the
women are
reason,
out here because this nigga keep looking at this girl with a fat behind. So you know what?
yeah,
Let me go
because
make
guess
my
what
butt
though?
big so
So,
he
you
could
know,
start looking
that's
at
a
me.
complex, that's an inner complex, right? And that's like, even when we go into with that, is understanding that loving you first and understanding what your value looks like, you will then attract what's supposed to be for you. A lot of times we don't realize that what we present is what we attract. So I feel like a lot of times, even when I think about a lot of my personal situations, I feel like it's been times for me that, based on my situation, what I'm going through, what I'm attracting. You understand what I'm saying? And not realizing I'm attracting that based on what my energy is giving. You know what I mean? And I would ask myself, like,
Your magnetism.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, damn, why am I going through this, or why but then you begin to realize, like, you attracted that based on your energy now that you have given off to that next person.
Right.
And for me, overall, I have even came to a, like, when I look at these women, I feel like I am beautiful just the way that I am. I may not fit everybody's category, but I fit my own. I feel like the reason why a lot of females feel like they have to chase a certain type of image to suit trying to get a good man, but don't even ask themselves, like, what is a good man? And what is a good woman? Like, these are the questions that we really need to dive deep and really ask ourselves about. Welcome, be lovely. Welcome, be lovely of God. Of course, be lovely. It is a pleasure for you to come through. I am looking forward to seeing you. Welcome to the Odyssey podcast. All perspectives are welcome. And of course, First Lady OG, you know, grandbabies at the door. I'll be right back, y'all.
Hey, Zori. Gotta say hi to my grandbaby because she always want to go run instead of just letting her say hi. I don't know why she don't let her say hi to us, y'all. That's all right, because when she come here, y'all gonna be saying hi to Zori all the time, and she gonna be
Say hi,
talking.
Zuri. Say hi, Jima.
Hi, Zori.
She over here, you
Her
smiling
is
and
cute,
crazy.
y'all. Her got her hair did, so she is cute, right? She is just too
Yeah,
cute
she is
right now.
cute.
She got her little
Rudy.
beads on and stuff. Hey,
Okay.
Victoria. I didn't know if I said hello to you. I don't remember seeing your name. I know everybody's not still here. I know Sonia's here, but and be lovely. Welcome, welcome to all those that I've missed. If you're coming back through the replay or whatever. All right, all right. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh my
Much
God,
love,
thank
love
you.
and light, peace, love and light to you
Yes,
and
of
yours. Is what
course.
I say, and thank you for coming through. Appreciate y'all. But you are definitely so right when it comes to the insecurities of women, which is why it is very, very important. Like with my granddaughter right there that you'll see me talking to, 3 years old, and always calling her beautiful and pretty, and just starting from there to let her know that she is beautiful and that she is pretty, and that no, like even I have one that's 10, and I had to tell her mom, like, stop putting the long hair. Yeah, she think it's cute because she want to be poofing it and toughing it around, but she don't need extra extensions in her hair all the time to make her feel like that's what's making her pretty. It's her long hair that's touching her shoulder or whatever, that's what's making her pretty. No, it's not. So stop putting that in her hair all the time and let her get used to her own natural, beautiful hair. You can braid her hair just as pretty. You can put beads in it and ribbons and everything else to make it just as pretty than to put the synthetic hair inside of their heads and making them feel like their hair has to be long and stringy and flowy and this and that, and that's not true. And we have to start young with our young ladies, because due to the internet and due to the memes and even due to mean children, because believe it or not, children can be mean to each other. And what we know as adults, they are just brutally honest because they say what they see. But you don't want them saying things to other children like, oh, your hair is short. It's not pretty. It's too short. Or, oh, your hair is too curly. It's supposed to be straight. It's not pretty. Like, no, 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 no. We have to teach our children curly, straight, long, short. Your hair is beautiful because you are beautiful. Keep your hair done and keep her hair done so she could always look in the mirror and feel cute. You understand what I'm saying? So these are things that we have to instill in our ladies as well as our young men coming up. But we have to let them know that they are beautiful, they are healthy, they are smart, and we have to teach them the right things. So we are not being hypocrites to nature, because there is a lot. This internet is a lot. And no matter how much you try to keep your children away from it, believe it or not, a lot of the new wave schools with techie STEAM and this, that, and third, if you don't never give your child a tablet, by the time they get to school within the next couple of years, everybody's going to have a tablet. The school's going to give out tablets. I'll be damned, the damn jails are giving out tablets to the inmates. So it's definitely coming to the schools, to those that don't already have. So the internet can be crude and it can be wicked. Again, we are our children's first teacher. So please make sure that you're telling your young ladies, you're telling your granddaughters, you're telling your nieces, tell them that they are beautiful just the way they are. I really, really, really am strong into that. Like I said, I have three granddaughters that I have watched and are still watching to grow up. And internet is very scary, Sonia. Very scary. Sometimes it's scary for me. I just was watching something about the skinwalkers and I already know about them. But that particular story right there gave me goosebumps. I'm like, this internet is something else. It's something else. Just like that television. And if you're not taught to me, or you're not trained or told how to watch it and how to accept it, then that you shouldn't let young people be on it. You should teach your children how to watch the television. You should teach them how to use the internet, and also give them time. Give them amount of time, not just all day, every day, because it's nothing but brainwashing and controlling. And it's a mind, altering drug, basically. And we're all addicted to it, believe it or not. So, yeah. All right. So that means Zuri's up.
I'm back in the building. I'm sorry about that. The internet is definitely scary, Sonia. Yes, it is.
Definitely. That's what I was
I
just
mean, there's
saying.
so much. It's a gift
It's
and a curse.
scary
It's a
for
gift
us.
and a
Yes.
curse.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
And
like
that's
some of this
why I'm not
technology
going.
is amazing, and some of this technology is just like too much. Some of it
Too
is
much.
like, okay, I could understand that how we could use this. This makes things a lot easier. But some things, I guess because I'm more or less going back into a place where I'm remembering how self sufficient I was taught to be and the way that I came up, and how technology and things have made us see things differently. Thank you, be lovely. Um, I believe that we're coming back to the times that we need to learn to be more self-sufficient because they are using the internet for demonic things, and they're using the internet to brainwash. They're using the internet to program children. I mean, I just told y'all a story the last time we was up here of an older lady that was on the Roblox game with a child and tried to make a child kill a newborn baby by just instructing him over the game, telling him he should take the little newborn baby and throw it onto the floor. And that's exactly what he did. Then she told the child that he should get the spray out the bathroom that smells good and spray it all over the adult's bed and then set it on fire to kill them. I mean, lo and behold, yes, she has been found and has been incarcerated. But at the end of the day, I would have to go back to go the full end of the story or really ask Savage whether or not the baby didn't die, but I think the baby had very serious injuries for being thrown on like a hard
That is
floor.
so sick. But that is
And
what we talk
it's sick.
about, and it's
It's
sickening.
sick.
It's
It is
sickening.
sick.
I'm gonna tell you something. I came across, as you
Mhm.
even mentioned that, and I was just telling Sonia that we are going to actually talk about what she sent us in regards to the baby, and I want to dive a little bit more deeper into it
Oh,
because
oh yes, yes. Thank you, Sonia,
yes,
too.
and I'm definitely gonna make that a separate like I definitely think it is deserving of just something separate. I don't want to intertwine it with anything. I strictly want to go into depth about what is taking place. And when we talk about demonic energies, it's crazy to me. Yes,
Right.
baby, I'm coming right now.
I mean, mommies are killing their children, and children are killing their parents. Like there was a young lady, yo, if you could see, and if you don't understand how addictive these things are to the children, like even looking at my granddaughter, the 3-year-old, if her iPad dies or something, it's like she knows that you have to plug it in and it has to charge, but she still is in a upset state. Like, I don't want to wait. So now I need somebody's phone because my iPad is not working. That's not normal behavior, people. It's really
Huh?
not normal behavior. There was a young lady in the store, like the AT&T store with the mother. The
Okay.
mother actually came in there to turn the service off. She turned the service off of the phone. Why she had to go in there and take the little girl in there to embarrass her that way was beyond me, and I couldn't understand that part. But they turned the service off, and when I say this little girl, like, please, please, oh, please, please, like swinging at the mother, could not get. I'm talking about when I say she was unhinged just because the mother turned the service off her cell phone. That's not normal behavior, people. It's not. It's not normal behavior, like I said, for when my granddaughter, the one y'all just said hello to, my grandson, that's 2 years older than her. Like, yo, I gotta have my iPad. Though, can I use your phone then? Like, no, no. We have to really limit the hours and the times that they are using these devices because the device has a hold on them like a vice grip. And it's really sad. Like I was almost in tears looking at that little girl, the way that little girl was performing in that store, and the mother's all embarrassed, looking crazy, trying to drag her out the store. First and foremost, I don't even know why she went to the store because she could have just got on the telephone and turned the service off. Like, I don't know if she wanted to make her know that this was really being done. So you got to see the people in AT&T, like, I'm not playing with you and I'm turning it off. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but at the end of the day, we have got to make some changes, even with ourselves. Make sure that you give yourself, if at least 1 to 2 hours a day, that you are not messing with the phone. If you go anywhere, sit on the bus, sit as a doctor's appointment, stand at the bus stop, in a restaurant, look around. Everyone from 8 to 80 got their head down in a device. We need to really, really.
And that is so very true. That is so, yes, baby. You already, you guys already know Zuri's in the building.
I
Hold
gotta
on.
show you. I gotta show you that story, daughter.
Okay, wow. Yeah. What is it? It's a ball.
I definitely gotta show you that
A
story.
white ball. Yes, First Lady OG, you are hitting everything on the head. And yes, that whole part about listen, we got so much things to dive into when it comes down to this. Oh
We gotta
man, I
take
see
some.
and she's
I mean,
like,
we just really gotta take responsibilities, and we can't. You know, we gotta start being able to deal with our children more. Like, I understand that for a lot of parents, just like with pacifiers, you know, like, I just can't take the crying, and I gotta get some rest, and I just can't. I just have to. Hey, Roberts, how are you? That part of an MK Ultra. It is, and it's very, very sad, Robert. It really, really is. Because, like I say, I look at my grandchildren, and then I get it to the extent of a mother, even like my daughter. Like, I'm 2 states away, so I'm not there. Like, I really would like to be, to help her. Like, she works overnight, and when she gets home at 7, 8, or 9 o'clock in the morning, the grandbaby has just been asleep all night. So now my daughter went maybe tired, but the baby just woke up. So if she doesn't have anybody to actually take the baby from her, then it's like, here, watch this, watch your show. So she could try to get a half an hour, 40 minutes, or a shut eye to get a little sleep or a nap or something. And I get it to an extent. But like you said, Rob, it becomes so sad because, like I said, once they get addicted to it, it's really. I saw another baby, probably like 7 months old, sitting on the floor, and the person took the phone. And when I say, you would think that somebody pinched the baby, kicked it in the stomach, the way that, I mean, cried with like a gut wrenching cry. And soon as they handed the device back to the baby just laughing, smiling, like no. And when I'm saying took the phone and started gut wrench crying, like again, like I said, the little girl in the store, please, no, please, 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 just because her mother turned her phone off. Like, we got to get back into reading stories to the children, and opposed to just putting them in front of the computer for the computer to read the story. We got to just get back to self-efficiency and doing some things ourselves. Like, stop trying to make everything around you smart. Turn on the oven, Siri. Siri, call this person. Siri, set me an alarm. Alexa, turn on this song for me. Alexa, turn it down. Google, could you turn the stove to 350 for me? Like nobody wants to do anything themselves now. I know, beloved. I know that it's very, very hard. And like you said, if you're a single mom, and like I said, you trying to get things done, I get it. This is what keeps them quiet. And I need them to be quiet for a minute, just so, so you could take a bath, or just so you could make the food, so you could feed that same child. So it's like as my daughter would say, a gift and a curse. I'll say a catch 22. It's good and bad, and there's always, you have to find a balance in between. But see, that's another thing. Back in the day, they can tell us or tell me to just go outside and play. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that phone, go outside, get off that game, turn that TV off, get outside, running up my bill. That's the way it used to be. Nowadays, you can't even sit your kid out on the stoop and stay in the house. If you're not going to sit outside with the baby, now you're too scared to let the baby sit outside, which is something else that we dealing with in our communities at this time, which is why Auntie House, my dream to franchise in all needed communities. That's what Auntie House will be there for. You will be able to bring the children to Auntie House. You will be able to drop them off just like as if I was your sister that she ain't never had a job. All she do is stay in the house and take care of the kids, but in a good way. She got all kind of things for the children to do, to learn, to grow, to get smart. And that's what Auntie House, that's what I am creating to put in all needed communities, to have an Auntie House where someone like my daughter getting off at 9 o'clock at work, she can say she's dropping the baby off. She's picking the baby up at home and dropping the baby off, and boom, she's got a whole 8 to 10 hours to herself where she can go catch a nap, do some running around, but mainly, like I said, get rest and get things done. Just like you said, be lovely for your children. It seems that they don't listen to us. They would actually, you could say, come straight home from school. Why you get here so late? Oh, my friend asked me to walk him home. So your friend says walk him home. I say come straight home, but you listen to your friend and walk them home and don't listen to me. So I understand completely what goes on as a mother, as young mother, give you G babies, the cell phone, and put them on the games and such. And I warn them against it. They still, yeah, yeah, yeah. Your children, right? Like this is actually my daughter. Word Justice is my daughter. Like she's grown with 4 children of her own, and I try to tell her the same thing sometimes. But then it's like, Ma, like she goes to work at 10 o'clock at night. She gets off at 6, comes home at 7:30 in the morning, and it's like I need her to watch this tablet because she just woke up. So I'm gonna give her her oatmeal, her cereal she likes in the morning, and then she's ready to turn that tablet on so she could try to catch a nap. I get it, because she's tired, because she's been working all night, which is why I'm working to come in to try to help her a little bit more. Hey, Kimmy Kazi, how you doing, Kimmy? You're new to the channel. Well, we're so happy to have you. Please make sure that you hit the like button if you're definitely enjoying the content. Definitely hit the bell and subscribe, and make sure you go back and hit subscribe a second time so you can select all. That's one thing I always forget to say when you subscribe, because for whatever reason, when you first subscribe to a channel, for whatever reason, they always put you on personalized, which means that the host would literally have to tag your name in order for you to get the notification that we're live. So when you hit the subscribe and it says you're subscribed, go back and hit it again to make sure it says all. So that means every time the channel goes live, you'll get a notification. I just definitely wanted to say that to everybody, because I noticed that for myself, and I'm like, I know I followed this person. How come I didn't know they were live? And then I'll go back and hit the subscribe bell again, and then I'll see that I'm still under personalized. So then I just click it up to all. So now whenever that person that I like to follow goes live, I get the notification. So y'all remember to do that as well. We're also about to hit the 2 hour mark. You know, we also try to make sure that things don't become long, drawn out. And yes, sometimes spirit leads us to have, super long conversations and engagements back and forth. But, we like to keep it tight and keep it sweet. And I know my daughter does have to go to work tonight. Zori's in full fledged right now. And when Zori knows that she's online, believe it or not, she knows that she's online, and
Yeah,
she's
she
going
do.
to ask her every question. She's going to keep calling her, telling her to look at something, watch this. She wants this.
All
She
the time.
doesn't want or need anything. But this is how smart these children are. At 3 years old, she wants the
They
attention of her
amazing.
mother, only because she's online right now, and that's just the way they are.
And I'm gonna tell you something. You hit it on the head. And the thing about it too is, like, I mean, these children are so amazing. And even sometimes this is just real talk. At times you get a little bit flustered and overwhelmed and frustrated. And it's like, oh my God, right? But I wouldn't trade it for the world. Why? Because when I look at all my children, I see the greatest part of myself. And it just gives me more inspiration. Like, they definitely inspire me 100%, always to be an inspiration for them at all times. So when I tell you, I would not trade it for the world. But Zori, forget about it. She's my only daughter, but she give me a run for my money. She surely do. She be like, "What, mommy? Come, you want to eat? Let's play tea party. Let's play doctor." Like, it's
Right,
going
she want
down.
to
She
do
does it
everything
all.
right now. But
Oh
then
man,
soon as my girl get off the internet, she'll leave her and cry, say she want to go downstairs and go downstairs and be
that
playing with
part.
her cousin and don't think two times about my daughter for 1 second. Just soon as she get, sometimes truth to life takes
Listen
a long
here, I think almost, and
patience.
it's so funny. You had said something proud before, but I'm gonna save that for a
Yes,
different time. I
yes,
will tell
yes.
you this: these children are so powerful. They are so great, and they already have their minds. I think the only place that we come into play with is being able to pour into them to mold their minds even stronger than what it is. And like I said, we're gonna go deeper on another live. I appreciate you guys so much. I want you guys to just know that I'm gonna be opening up the panel, and I want all of my beautiful melanated women to come up and speak. I want all of my older women alongside all of my young, beautiful women to come together. And I think that we definitely have a lot to learn from each other. Um, Stay tuned for that because I'm looking forward for Kimmy, Be Lovely, Sonia. I'm looking forward to all of my beautiful ladies to hit the panel, and I'm gonna set it up so where it's something where I feel it's gonna be powerful. I
Yeah.
definitely feel like we're in the era of just change, and we ain't
Right.
gonna worry about what the change looks like. Just know that we're in the era of change. And sometimes even when we look at our children, because like I'm a mother of grown boys, so even when we look at our children, we still get somewhat of an understanding. Keep on pouring into them, even when
Right.
you think that they may not be on listening ears and what you're saying is falling on deaf ears. I promise you, it
They
only
hear
falls
you.
for a moment. They
They
hear
hear
you.
you.
And
They
the most
definitely hear you.
vital time that they hear your voice is when it is definitely necessary. So just always keep talking to your
Oh,
children,
Kimmy,
keep
you in
loving on them.
Philly. Okay.
Ooh, do you have a set time that you stream? I'm
Um,
in Philly Eastern. I'm gonna be honest with you, Kimmy. I am trying to be consistent as far as my streaming goes, but my reality is I have 4 children. I work overnight. I love coming out here to be able to reach out to my people and talk to you guys because the way I come out and talk to you guys is the life that I'm actually trying to live for myself. Um, I have not been consistent with being able to find like a set time. I am working on that with my mom and my
hey, be
aunt,
lovely. This is my grown
but I
child that
promise
doesn't
you,
listen to me. Just to let y'all know, this is my grown child that doesn't listen to me, y'all. Right, Sonia? All she have to do was say no, but she's gonna go
I
into
am
this whole thing.
trying.
And Sonia, I've been telling her for the last 3 weeks, like, let's just
I'm
do like
trying.
a
I'm getting there.
Monday, Wednesday,
Kimmy, feel me?
Friday.
Listen,
Get us,
Kimmy, I
Sonia.
promise you, I'm about to be out here dedicated
Yes,
truly, and I
be
feel like
lovely.
when I come out to speak to you guys, I feel like this is my only me time. I promise. But I'm getting better. I'm getting better. The
We
Hollywood
go. We
heroes and
are
role
going to. We
models
gonna
are
get a little
finished.
more
Real
structured
people
though,
of
Kimmy.
living are. the truest
Thank you,
heroes,
lovely.
and I appreciate you. Oh my God, I appreciate
Yes,
you guys.
yes.
Yo,
And
I
you
don't
know
even
what I
know. You
just
guys
said to
fill my
someone
spirit.
yesterday?
Yes,
That we
baby.
are the true
Do I want
reality
tea?
TV.
You
We
can give
are.
me 1 minute. I'll come and drink some tea with you.
Those of us that are live streaming and those of us that do go live, we has we have definitely become the true reality TV, because Love and Hip Hop and Wives of this place, that place, or whatever place, we all know that those are storylines and everything is still scripted and written. So that is not reality TV. What is these content creators that get out here and come and give you their true authentic selves and lives. With that, that's where true reality TV comes from. So we definitely gonna do that, Sonia. We gonna definitely, like I told her, we're gonna pick definitely 2 days that no matter what, these days at this time, this is we're gonna be live. We are gonna be doing that. I'm trying to get her to do that for 3 weeks, but she's like, I gotta try this time and this day. And I'm like, but we gotta set at least 2 days. The bell is on, no worries. All right. She said, don't even worry about it. She done got the all bell on, so it don't even matter. That's what's up. Yes. Right. But see, this is why I do understand, Kimmy, what you asking, because it's just like everybody knew Love and Hip Hop came on and Mondays at 8 o'clock. We want to know that Word Justice, Word on the Street is going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. and I'm there. Like, so I get it. I get why you want to know, because you want to work your life around it. But the only good thing about this YouTube here is that whatever we do, if you did happen to miss us, or just like some of y'all may have missed the beginning, you can go back and replay it and pray to God that YouTube doesn't say that First Lady done said too much and they snatched the video. So that's why I'm working a little harder to be a little bit more YouTube friendly, if anybody understands what that means. Get a long time to get in the group. Okay, I get it. I'm gonna go back and follow you too. Subscribe to everybody to make sure that y'all know we in the building. All right, I'm going. No, well, she usually wants me to go last, but we're gonna get ready to let you young ladies go. It's Sunday. For those of you who had the weekend off, I know you got to get ready to get started back to the bus rush of the week for that great Monday morning. Start looking at Monday as Money Day, as the second day of the week. Today is really the first day for us to prepare for tomorrow. Share out the channel on my tab. Okay, definitely do that, so we can make sure that we come and support you as well. And yeah, everybody here within our little community, please make sure that we if anybody does have channels or names, please follow each other so that we can definitely grow our little community, as I stated. And we gonna keep growing, and we gonna work at it. We gonna work
That
at it.
we definitely are. And oh my God, I appreciate you guys so much. I got Zuri over here. We having a minor tea party. I'm trying to do the tea party with her, and her tea is actually really, really good. Thank you, Zuri. You're welcome. Okay. And I appreciate you guys so very much. This
Where's
means.
mine? Where's mine, Zori? Where's mine?
Did you get Gma her tea? Or she's going to drink coffee? I don't know. You want to go and
What
make
you mean
it?
you don't know? All right, so I want coffee then, please. Mushroom coffee.
And she got her little microwave and all of that. I got it.
Okay, you
Okay.
got it. All right, okay. I'm coming on FaceTime to get it in a minute. I'll be right there.
Oh, she's gonna come and get it on FaceTime, okay, Zoo? I have to you. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
okay, thank you. All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming in, understanding. We're all most of us are mothers and grandmothers, and we understand the plight of real life and still trying to hold down the 9 to 5, support the family, support us, and then still come out here to try to create a community of like-minded people so that we can all come together. Robert, Victoria, Sonia, you already
Welcome.
know you, girl. Hank, the
Thank
hillbilly
you.
was through here. Thank you to you, Yama, and your information that you was giving out.
Thank
Be
you. I
lovely,
appreciate that. You're the best.
and definitely Kimmy. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
everybody, all of the bush watchers, all of you guys that will be part of the replay gang. Have a blessed night, Kimmy. We'll definitely see you soon. Um,
Have a blessed night,
love
Kimmy.
and light to everyone under the sound of my voice, and I will definitely be seeing you guys soon. And yeah, so we'll let Zuri take.
Okay, thank you. That's Grandma's coffee.
I'm coming
Listen, First Lady
right now.
basically said it all for me. I love you guys so very much. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Thank you, Zuri. Ooh, this tea is so good. What is this? Pomegranate. I think this is a pomegranate ginger. I love it. I appreciate you guys so much. It means the world to me. Thank you to my moderators. Yes, my love. Oh, oh, hold on. Look, G-Ma's right here. Look. Whoa, talk to G-Ma. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you to my moderators. You guys mean the world to me. My Bush watchers, the replay gang, all the new subscribers. I can't do this thing without you guys. You guys definitely inspire me to keep going. Just stay tuned and continue on this journey with me. I got so Okay, thank you, Zuri. Zuri, it has me in a tea party, you guys. With that being said, peace, love, and light from my family to your family. And I appreciate you guys. I don't even know how much more to say it. I got some things in the work. I've been a little bit slow, but I have some things in the work. And I know that all of you guys that come in to support me sees my vision, and that's why you guys are sticking by me. And that is so priceless. With that being said, this is the Odyssey podcast with your girl Word. We will be back in a video, back in the building with another video. I'm trying to sip Zori's tea at the same time. But just know that I truly, truly, genuinely appreciate every single one of you. Zori, you gonna say goodnight? Say good night. This is. Oh, she said good night, G-Ma. But we're gonna say good night, The Odyssey podcast. Oh, that's my baby right here, and we will be back in the building with another video. And of course, I gotta leave the first lady with the last word. So, first lady, end it off. She already wishing me happy birthday, so you already know.
Peace, love, and light to you guys. I got some mushroom coffee made by a 3-year-old, and I'm about to go try to taste and see what she did. She probably put the dirt instead of the mushroom in there, but we're going to see what that's about. Thank you, everyone, to all of our newcomers that are definitely now family, that have hit that bell and got their bell light on. Sonia, we love you. Kimmy, we love you. Be lovely. I love you. We love you all that come in through and show love. Definitely keep coming back. We'll be back soon. Peace, love, and light from our family to yours. See you soon. Love y'all.
Yeah, ready though. Yeah, we love y'all. Hold on 1 minute, guys. I got the baby. Zuri has me cracking up, guys, of course. But I can't leave y'all. So, well, do you think mommy should leave them with one thing? Hold on, guys. All right, we out of here, man. We out of here. Y'all ready? Hold on, guys. It's a little bit low. Hold on, ma. All right, guys. We having a bit of a discrepancy, but let's start over. We ready? You like the song? You like mommy's song?
Journalistic trip from the heart of the city to the outskirts wild. She captures the world like a camera dial. On the street, just in the air. Bringing you the truth from the Caribbean. Celebrities, everybody, stories and small. Look at me here. So you don't feel the phone. She paints the tape that looks like a white. In cover stories, there's always some light. No matter where you are, you'll hear her call. Echoing the truth,
Very Auntie Sonia say good night. Say good night, Auntie Sonia. Yep. Yes, you're saying for me, but it's in the air. All right, guys. Peace, love, and light, like the First Lady said. Until next time, y'all. I love y'all. Stay safe. And from my family to yours, you guys already know. Much blessings.
Mommy.
Yes, my love.
Say my worry.
Okay.